Hi, everybody. This is Symphonic Elk. I am coming at you with a video where I hope to learn a little bit about the knowledge that you know. So, I have questions. Most of them involve YouTube. So, let's, hey, Weapon X Squall, how you doing? So yeah, this is going to hopefully be a quick video, but I'm hoping to get a little bit of information from y'all. So if you've watched any of my videos, I tend to, on the ones that aren't live, I usually upload music. Yeah, happy Friday to you as well. As you can see in the background, my work computer is now off. So that means it's party time, and by party time I mean wait for my in-laws to come to the house. But yeah, so you know, I find music, and I think it, you know, to add a good bit to the videos most of the time. Sometimes the music I pick out is just terrible. So I'm hoping if you watch this, or if you're watching this live, as two people are, all the music that I use in the videos is all public domain music. It's all free to use. I attribute it to the orchestra, the band, the singer, the whatever it is, or whomever it is that uses the music, and it's all free. Not worried about it getting a copyright strike or claim or anything like that. But the flip side of it is a lot of times the music that I have is nothing that anyone's ever heard of, and it's been cool. I mean, I found some really cool bands this way. I know I've turned some other people on to music that I found doing it. With that said, you know, I sort of like to use music that people have actually heard of every once in a while. I'm still keep doing the free music archives because I think that it's a cool thing to do. But so, like, for example, Thanatos Comics has what's definitely copyrighted music at the beginning of his video, and not to call him out at all, and so do a lot of people that have that in the background. And I'm wondering, when y'all do these videos and you put the music in, are you worried about the copyright claims? Does it matter because we're not monetized? I know once I made a mistake and put in what I thought was a public domain MP3, and it I went back like a day or two later, and it had some kind of, it wasn't a copyright strike or anything or a claim, but it was definitely it was something, and it essentially said, you know, don't worry, we're just going to essentially monetize your video and give this other person the money, and meaning that they're going to run commercials. And so I just deleted the video because nothing that I put out there is really very important. So, you know, if Comic Hall number 3 doesn't show up, well, unfortunately for completists, they're not going to get to do it. Some of the YouTubers I watch, I've had their videos taken down because of music, not because of the content. Yeah, no, and I had that happen. Did you ever see that video I posted to Facebook with Will's like first year, and it was set to Night Swimming by REM? Yeah, that got taken down from Facebook, which, I mean, it's not YouTube, but hey, Joker, saw your video, man. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna comment on it, but I was really busy today with work, and I wanted to think about what I was, you know, whatever my comment was. But I'll make sure that I get something up responding to it. I appreciate it. I thought you had a lot of nice things to say about me. I don't know if they were all deserved, but I hope they were. But anyway, so, you know, I'm just kind of curious because, I mean, I'm constantly looking for ways to take my videos to the next level. And, you know, I'm, you know, toying with the idea of getting a green screen. I don't know if it's worth it or not. There's ones that go on like the back of your chairs, except they move around a lot. So I'm not sure that would work. For my hauls, it won't matter because you don't see my face. But things like that. So yeah, so that's my first question is if you're using music that that's copyrighted, and I know a lot of people do, you don't own the rights to, are you nervous about doing that? Do you know something that I don't that would allow me to use that music? Because like I said, I mean, I want to up my game. I want to have music that people enjoy. And I mean, I'm limited. I'm going through the free music archives pretty quickly. So I'm limited to what I can put on my videos if I have to continue on using that or YouTube's free library, which kind of is lacking. So that's my first question. Do I have any other YouTube questions for people? What? No more Catholic church music like you had in your one video? Well, that also came from Free Music Archive. It was, a French children's choir. Well, I mean, I'm not, other than the fact that was when my mic kind of screwed up and you couldn't hear me talk because the music was so loud. I mean, I tried to set everything right in editing. I thought the music was pretty good. It was like Christmas morning. But no, I mean, I'd like to have the choice to move on from that if I can, to something that's more fun. So that was one of my questions. Another one, I guess, is just to get y'all's opinion on like comic book stuff. So I'm going to a Comic-Con tomorrow. The Virginia Comic-Con. They usually do Comic-Cons in Richmond, which I've been to a handful of times, but they're doing one up in Fairfax, so that's a suburb of DC. So it's close to home. I'm going to go to it. The big draw is Rob Liefeld's going to be there, and I keep going back and forth on whether I want to get anything signed. First off, it can't be CGC Signature Series because he only does CBCS, but they will be there. I have 2 copies of New Mutants 98. I don't want to get those signed. One of them isn't good enough to get graded, and the other one is too good that I just don't want his signature on it. I want it to be a clean copy. But so he charges $40 for an autograph, which, I mean, other than the fact that it's Rob Liefeld and not someone who's actually kind of important, isn't really that bad. But for key issues, and I don't know exactly what that's defined as, but I certainly know it's New Mutants 98. He charges $80. Have any of y'all ever had any interactions with him? Good, bad? I know he's supposedly kind of a jerk, but I know that's a lot of hate from the 90s. Sorry about my dog. So anyway, back to, I guess, the YouTube question. So let's see. I said something about music. Talked about green screen for $40 for not a big book that he does. Yeah, he charges $80 now. That's what he charges is $80 now. I was going to I ordered this to get signed because I thought it would be unique. Now this is my second copy of it, but I wanted to get a copy that would at least grade out as a 9.2 or higher, and the one that I had probably wouldn't. This is for those of you who don't know, this is Boris the Bear. This is the first published professional work by Rob Liefeld in comics. It's not worth it getting signed. I mean, I can apparently just buy like a 9.2 signature series for $70. So at that point, with the cost of the grading and the signature series and everything, the fact that it's CBCS, doesn't seem like it's worth it. But somewhere in this, here we go. This is Rob Liefeld's first work that was published. Boris Fans Pinup Page. So I guess he sent this in. Keep It Up, Boris Liefeld, 1986, I think. So yeah. Anyway, this will end up being part of some giveaway. It'll be an extra book because no one cares about getting this other than me, apparently. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to bring like a New Mutants 100 or a Youngblood. I wanted to, but I couldn't find for anything that was in close to being reasonable. I wanted to get Malibu Sun number 10. That's the first appearance of Youngblood. But man, it's super expensive, so screw that. Apparently anything from Youngblood or anything from Malibu Sun, obviously Malibu Sun 13 for Spirits of Spawn. Well, not really, because there's other Rust and some other things, but early appearance of Spawn is worth money. But anything like 10 and under, or it's worth some real money. They're real ghosts. And I just couldn't find anything for a relative price. So let's see, what else do I have? Don't have much going on, and I probably should have written up some kind of outline, but that's more professional than I'm usually willing to go. Do y'all have any questions for me? Anything of interest before I say goodbye and let y'all enjoy your weekend, or hopefully enjoy it? What are you going to do what are you going to do your contest? Oh, when am I going to do the drawing for the Hellboy? The first Hell. If that's what you're talking about, I would guess I'll do a haul probably on Sunday. I mean, it seems, since I know I'll buy some books tomorrow, that I'll Oh, okay. Yeah, I will get to that. I meant to say something. Yeah, so I had said about 2.5 weeks ago that if I got to 400 by June 5th, I would put Invincible number 1 up as a prize in a contest. Oh man, of course I know. Thank you for promoting. All right, so there's good news, bad news, and then good news, but maybe not great news. So the good news is I am at like 406 now or something like that. I got a bump from Joker's video today, I'm pretty sure. I did not get there though by June 5th. I got there ironically on June 6th. I'm going to stick to my guns, and it wasn't by June 5th, so I'm not going to put Invincible up. Now, thanks to everyone, Kings. That's awesome. I appreciate you watching. So that's the good news for me, the bad news for you. But yeah, I am going to do a 400 sub contest, and I will have, I mean, just like I did last time. I mean, I think the last big contest I had, I mean, I gave away first appearance of Iron Fist, first appearance of Jessica Jones, first appearance of The Collector, Select Avengers. So a lot of also Chuck Little. Any thoughts on Star Wars Celebration selling out 5-day passes 10 months in advance? Yeah, I'll get to that. I do have some thoughts on that. So I will have a contest. Unlike my 200 subscriber contest, it won't be one where everyone wins something. It's just going to have a big prize. It might be Invincible number 1, but I probably not, only because we again didn't make the June 5th one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a okay, so it's going to what I'm toying with right now is you can get one entry by just commenting on the video that whenever I put it up, and then you can get an extra entry for every $1 that you donate. So I'm going to set up every once in a while my Invincible comic is not better. Yeah, that's awesome. I've got I think my Invincible 13 signed by both of them. I found it in a $3 box, but that's not Invincible number 1. So yeah, so I periodically will, I haven't ever done it on here, but I'll set up drives for St. Jude's, the Children's Hospital, where people can donate whatever they want, from $1 to $5 million. No, I'm not going to do every town. Not because I don't think that that's a worthwhile charity, and I mean, I think they're a great charity actually, but because of when you start talking about gun restriction, people get upset, and I've figured out that people don't get upset about kids with cancer. Oh, I mean, they get upset that the kids have cancer, but they want to make money, or they're willing to give money to it. So I don't want to leave anybody out. So you'll get one entry by just replying to or commenting on the video, so that if you don't want to give any money, and then you'll get an extra entry for every $1 that you donate, up to $20. I mean, I hope people would then donate more, but I don't want someone donating $100 and having 100 entries. And so so that way, I mean, it helps out the kids. It doesn't really involve anyone making videos. Maybe if they want to make a video or something, well, I'll figure something out, but that's probably what I'm going to do, Joker. I know that's a really long answer for a pretty simple question. I'm going to figure it out, and I will give away something big. I don't know. I might go to my buddy's shop and see like what Silver Age stuff I can pull out for cheap from him that's worthwhile. We'll see. So yeah, the Star Wars celebration. Star Wars celebration, I've never been, but it is both the best of Star Wars and the worst of Star Wars. And I say that is you're in a room with everybody who loves Star Wars as much or more than you do. And I think that in and of itself is cool, because it's always great to see someone or a group of people who love something to the extreme. And I have one of my friends up here in DC. He used to be Kylo Ren at Disney. So when you'd go to the Star Wars, I can't remember what to say. It's in what used to, it may still be Hollywood Studios. What used to be like, I think, MGM back when like I was a kid. Now that there's the Star Wars tours, he was Kylo Ren for it. It is okay. So he's legitimate. He's a huge Star Wars fan. Legitimately looks like Adam Driver, and does that stuff. And so he goes to that, and so that's a Disney. So he's been to them in the past, and we've talked about it and things like that. So that's the good part of it. The bad part is everything is jacked up price wise. So you're gonna see the coolest things you've ever seen. Action figure variants that you didn't know existed. Signage from the movie theaters in the 70s, from the toy stores in the 80s. Just things that you've never and could never imagine, and they're expensive beyond anyone with normal means, and that's fine. I mean, if it's that rare, that's totally understandable. I mean, you're not going to walk in to San Diego Comic-Con and buy oh yeah, congratulations. I wish that I was getting to go, but unfortunately, I didn't realize that the stuff went on sale. I couldn't buy a ticket anyway. But even like the regular stuff is way overpriced. And so when you're paying to either go to Disney World last time, Europe, they're in Europe sometimes. Disneyland, I suspect, and you're paying for a hotel and all of that stuff. I mean, it's one of those things where you really need to, and it's good that it's 10 months out. I mean, you gotta, well, I don't know what you may have means that it doesn't matter, but like you got to sit back and like really save up money, because I mean, you're just going to find stuff that you want, and it's just going to be crazy prices. And then you're going to find stuff you've seen everywhere else. Yeah, 1 second, Joker. So yeah, but with that said, Chuck, congratulations, man. That, I think you're gonna have so much fun. Is it in Chicago? I thought it was in Europe. I thought the next one was in Europe, but has that already happened? I here's the thing. Like, if you ever seen the background, I have crazy Star Wars stuff, and I used to super be into it. And I mean, I still am in the sense that, but I don't follow it anymore as much. So I just don't. London was 3 years ago. Yeah, but then Orlando was the last one, and I thought that the next, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm wrong all the time about a million different things. That's awesome. And if you live in Chicago and it's in Chicago, even better. Cali, then Florida. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm not as up on it as I used to be. Joker, to answer your question, yes, that is my right address. The name that you see on it, the J, that's my middle name. I thought I'd be cute and be smart about the privacy, and instead of putting my first name, which y'all know, so I'm not good about keeping it a secret anyway, on PayPal I would use my middle name, and it all it does is it sows confusion. Everybody wonders who that is, but yes, that's my middle name. So yes, the address, the Maryland address, is correct. I'm not moving anytime soon. So, you're welcome for the input. I don't. It might be completely wrong. So if someone else tells you something different, I'd listen to them. Like I said, I've never been. I mean, I've watched the events like you have, and then I've talked in depth to a couple of people, one a collector and like one more of the cosplayer, like I said, and gotten their input, because I mean, it's one of those things that I want to go to, but it's like San Diego Comic-Con. I want to go to it, but I don't want to go because just so many people, and I don't do super well in crowds. No, I don't freak out or anything, but I get angry. I want people to move. So, Anyway, I think that's, yes, thank you. Thank you, Sydney. That is true. I am somewhat impatient at times. I'm super patient with my dog, though, because he barks a lot. Anyway, that's really all I had today. I really wanted to come on and just to recap real quick to anyone who's watching this on a replay. I'm curious about. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, see, that's my thing about cosplayers in general. And here's the thing. I can appreciate the artistry that's put into some of their costumes. That is the wife. Hello. Yeah, I'll make something work. Yep. Okay. All right. Bye. It is movie night at my son's elementary school, and apparently no one brought a Blu-ray player, so I'm now heading to the school with a Blu-ray player. Yay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Quick recap for anyone who skips to the end. I have questions about using licensed music in videos, whether that's cool, whether it's not. The internet it says both things, and So if you use licensed music, I'm curious about what's your experience has been. Two, I got to more than 400 subs, but not in time to give the Invincible comic away. I'm still going to do a contest. I'm figuring it out. It will have big books involved. It may not have Invincible #1. I actually want to do something else with it, but we'll see if that works out. If it does, then I'll probably just give it away. And yeah, Star Wars Celebration is awesome. Awesome. So Splash Page Comics, I will probably send you a message because, like I said, gotta head out and apparently deliver a Blu-ray player to Ronald McNair Elementary School. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you with a haul hopefully on Sunday. Anyway, thanks. Goodbye.